Sir Walter Scott, the great Scottish writer, wrote lots of novels, lots of poetry, very famous man and a great writer, tremendous imagination and a gift with words. Incredibly, that man, when he was young and at school, he was known as a dunce. He was a dullard. He was bottom of the class, and he used to have to stand in the corner with one of those tall, pointed hats on with the word dunce written on it, because Walter Scott, there was no future for him because he couldn't learn anything. Well, he fooled them all, didn't he? Because he became a literary giant. Now, there's a story, interesting story about him. When he was young, about 12 or 14 years of age, he was in a house where there happened to be some literary people meeting. And who should turn up but the greatest poet, probably Scottish poet of all, Robert Burns. He turns up and he's in the house and he's standing admiring this painting in the house. And at the bottom of the painting, there happened to be 2 lines of a poem written. And he read the lines and he was appreciating them, but there was no author's name there. And so he wondered who the author was, and he asked. And timidly, a little boy came up to his side. It was Walter Scott, of course. He came up to his side and he named the author. And he didn't just name the author of those 2 lines, he finished off the poem for Robert Burns. Burns was surprised and delighted, as you can imagine. And laying his hand on the boy's head, he exclaimed, and I'm not going to try and do the Scottish accent, "Ah, Bernie," he said, "Bernie, Ben, young boy, you will be a great man in Scotland someday," he said. And from that day, Walter Scott was a changed lad. One word of encouragement set him on the road to greatness. I love that story, you know. It's a beautiful story. One word of encouragement. Hasn't Jesus done that for us? One word of encouragement. You are mine. You are mine. I have bought you with a price. I love you. I will be with you forever. I'll never leave you. All those words, whatever word, choose whatever word you like. To be received by Jesus. If you've been rejected by others, you'll be received by Jesus. If you've never found welcome in this world, you'll find a welcome with Jesus. And just one word of encouragement from him changes the whole aspect, changes our lives. And Walter Scott had that one touch from Robert Burns. We've had a touch of Jesus. Hallelujah. Isn't it great to be loved by Jesus? What an encouragement. What a blessing.